Hey Earth Science fans, it's Mr. Cole here, and I just want to say, I love mountains. There, I said it. I mean, look at this mountain. This is the Matterhorn in Switzerland. It's beautiful. They're made of rocks, which I love. They're stunning on the landscape. I used to live at the bottom of a mountain in New Hampshire doing search and rescue work, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, did you guys hear that in Dubai they want to build a mountain? I mean, how could a city even build a mountain? What would it be made of? Where would they get that many materials? And why would a city want to build a mountain? You guys know Dubai, right? Dubai's that city in the United Arab Emirates known for its extravagance and wealth. I mean, they're home to the world's tallest building, some of the police force drive Lamborghinis, and they even imported sand to build and shape their own islands. So here's the plans, or the model for the mountain that they want to build. So why would they want to build a mountain? Hmm. Well, you might recognize from some of these photos a common element: clouds. Here's a beautiful shot of lenticular clouds above Mount Fuji in Japan. So if mountains are often associated with clouds, why would Dubai want more clouds in their city? Well, you may have guessed this already, but Dubai's in the desert, a typically arid or dry landscape. So if they built a mountain, that mountain might help bring clouds and moisture so that they could support local agriculture, or maybe even cool their climate a little bit. Alright guys, make sure you're keeping up with your thinking rights. You can type your answer to the thinking right below the question in your version of the packet. Now let's get into some of this vocabulary. So every mountain has two sides. You got the windward side and you got the leeward side. So we can learn a lot about those just by looking at this diagram. So here's my windward side here and my leeward side here. So we could take a look. What are some of the differences? Well, you may have already noticed that here on the windward side, the arrows are rising. They're going up. And on the leeward side, the arrows are going down. So if on the windward side, the arrows are going up, what would that mean for the air there? So if the air is rising and it's expanding, and as it goes up the mountain, it's getting cooler and cooler, you may have already guessed, it's very likely that clouds would form up here. And we know that as enough clouds accumulate, they're going to bring rain. So on the windward side, you're going to have a lot more moisture than on the leeward side. Now the leeward side, where that air is sinking, you often have deserts forming down here because the mountain has blocked all the moisture. So on the opposite side, it's very dry, arid as they say, not as much moisture as on the windward side. So going back to the notes, just to make sure we covered everything. On the windward side, we have that air rising, clouds forming here, and it's going to be wetter on that side. It's going to be a bit cooler there because of the moisture. It's close to the ocean. It's windy. And on the leeward side, we have the opposite. We have air sinking. We have no clouds forming, so it's drier over here. And it's going to be a bit warmer. Because remember, we got deserts over here. So it's going to be warmer than the windward side. Okay, well that explains the mechanics of how mountains form clouds and how they can change a climate. Before I sign off, I'm going to leave you guys with one more picture of lenticular clouds. There we go. Beautiful. Gotta love those lenticular clouds. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.